Have you ever wondered if dating a single mom is a risk or the greatest blessing you'll never see coming? Because the truth is this, not all single moms are the same. Some carry chaos, trauma, and emotional explosions everywhere they go. But others, they are queens forged through fire. And dating them can build the strongest relationship of your life. Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Psychology. My name is Amelia, and today we're diving into the only single moms worth dating and exactly how to identify them before you get lost in emotional warfare. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of our weekly content designed to upgrade your relationships, confidence, and masculine psychology. Now, let's get into something most men ignore. 1. Look at her relationship with her parents. Ask yourself, are her parents still together? Are they supportive and involved in her life and in the life of her children? Why does this matter? Because a strong family system creates emotional stability, structure, discipline, and a masculine presence that fills the gaps left by the missing biological father. If she has a supportive family, grandparents, uncle figures, or healthy family friends, that child grows up rounded, not wild and chaotic. And yes, someone out there is already typing about, but what about same-sex families? Listen, this video isn't about that debate. This video is for straight men evaluating single mothers specifically. Deep breath. Moving on. 2. She's not a partier. A single mom who works hard, sleeps well, stays home, and prioritizes healthy routines is showing you her values. If she's constantly in clubs, drinking, chasing validation, living online for attention, run. But a woman who rarely drinks, never gets sloppy, and avoids drugs, she's showing long-term discipline. Once in a while is fine. She's human, but she must never abandon. Her responsibility is just to feel young again. Remember, you should never date a woman whose lifestyle competes with your future. Third, her kids are her priority. But yes, she must love them fiercely. They are her responsibility. But here's the catch. Most men overlook. A good single mom makes space for you too, meaning she adjusts schedules. She accommodates your presence. She respects your time if she constantly puts you last. If every plan revolves around the kids, if you never feel included, you're not building a partnership. You're babysitting her life. A great single mom compromises without sacrificing her duty. 4. She's financially stable. This is major. She doesn't rely solely on government help, child support, a resentful ex, or frantic debt. She earns, manages, and understands money. A financially chaotic woman will eventually create emotional chaos too. And yes, debt from global situations can happen, but responsibility, that's the foundation. 5. She discloses her kids immediately. A woman who hides her children until the third date is waving a red flag in your face. Why? Because she knows kids are a responsibility. They change relationship dynamics. They require commitment. A woman who's upfront shows integrity, character, pride, and family values. A good mom doesn't hide her truth. 6. She doesn't rush into bed with you. Men won't like this one. But if she refuses to sleep with you quickly, it's not rejection, it's maturity. She's protecting her boundaries, her emotions, her children's stability. Intimacy clouds judgment. And single mothers cannot afford the emotional fog of bad decisions. A woman who respects her body and time is showing you something priceless. She values stability more than validation. 7. She has standards and enforces them kindly. Pay attention to tone here. Good single moms say no without hostility. They set boundaries without drama. They don't compromise their morality to keep a man. If she folds quickly, breaks rules, caves to pressure, she's not leading her household. She's surviving it. A kind woman with unshakable standards is gold. 8. She's okay. Being single forever. Read that again. She isn't desperate. She isn't hunting for replacement father. Number 3, she's comfortable, stable, and self-sufficient. She welcomes you, but she does not need you, and that makes her more attractive, because desperation is always a sign of dysfunction. 9. She takes it slow to test. Compatibility. Compatibility isn't cute. It's survival. If she protects her values, her kids, her future, then compatibility comes first, not chemistry. She wants shared goals, shared beliefs, shared vision, not just butterflies. 10. She displays both emotional and financial stability. These two could be separate points, but they often mirror each other. Emotionally stable means she doesn't explode in anger. She doesn't create drama. She doesn't guilt, shame, or manipulate you. She doesn't use her kids as shields or weapons. Women with emotional stability communicate, reflect, and take accountability. On the financial side, she's not drowning in unpaid bills, avoiding responsibility, or expecting you to rescue her. A woman juggling endless emotional chaos will eventually make you feel like you're parenting her. A good single mom has emotional maturity, psychological control, financial awareness. That combination is rare and valuable. 11. She encourages your hobbies, passions, and purpose. This is major. Your mission in life cannot be sacrificed. A supportive woman says things like, "Go do your thing. I'll manage things here. I'm proud that you're focused. I want you to win." She doesn't guilt trip you for building your future. She doesn't weaponize your goals against you. In fact, she should want you to train, grow, explore, improve. A healthy woman wants a fulfilled man, not a controlled one. Men who lose their purpose become resentful and weak. A great woman knows this. Would you rather date a woman who helps you win or a woman who drains your ambition just to keep you small? Your answer reveals everything about your standards. 12. She prioritizes her health. A healthy mindset usually follows a healthy lifestyle. She eats well, exercises when possible, maintains hygiene, sleeps responsibly, manages stress. She doesn't use motherhood as an excuse to completely give up. Yes, pregnancy changes the body. Yes, motherhood is exhausting, but responsibility to self matters. When a woman respects her body, she's showing you she respects partnership, intimacy, longevity. You're not dating someone stuck in survival mode. You're dating someone choosing growth. 13. She's been single for a while, not rebounding. This one proves something powerful. She's not desperate. She's not addicted to male attention. She has independence, emotional patience, self-control. A widow is a different case. That's loss, not failure. But the principle stands if she's been alone long enough to grow, grieve, heal, and mature. That says more than any dating profile ever could. 14. Her kids are respectful. Kids are mirrors. If her children say please and thank you, listen without shouting. Respect boundaries. Don't demand constant chaos. That is a direct reflection of her parenting. Good parenting habits usually equal calm homes, stable structure, emotional security, and if the biological father is not around and she still raised respectful kids, that's exceptional because she built structure without assistance. That takes strength most men never see. 15. She doesn't undermine you in front of the kids. Imagine this scenario. You calmly correct a child and she instantly attacks your authority in front of them. Congratulations. You've just lost your role. A healthy single mom stands beside you publicly, discusses disagreements privately, presents unity. Kids are intelligent. They will divide and conquer if you give them space. A unified front teaches respect, stability, safety, and believe this. If kids can break the parental unit, they will. Not because they're bad, but because they're young and testing boundaries. She must support the foundation of the house, not weaken it. 16. She values your opinion in parenting decisions. This doesn't happen instantly. It's earned through consistency, maturity, kindness, leadership. After that, trust forms. She asks your thoughts, respects your insight, considers your perspective. You're not a decoration. You're not an accessory. You're not an emotional vendor. You become part of the family system, and that's powerful. Here's something most men ignore. If a woman treats you like a guest in her house, you'll always be disposable. Look, for the woman who treats you like a partner, not a visitor. 17. She speaks respectfully about her ex. She doesn't have to admire him. She doesn't have to be friends with him. But if she constantly says he's trash, he's useless, he's a loser, even if it's true, one day you'll be her ex. And how she speaks about others often predicts how she'll speak about you. Character is revealed in how she handles disappointment and if she can co-parent peacefully. That's emotional intelligence. 18. She's respectful toward her ex-in-laws. This one is subtle but heavy. If she's mature enough to treat her ex's parents with basic respect despite pain, that reveals humility, emotional regulation, empathy, forgiveness. But if every breakup story she tells is filled with villains and demons, ask yourself, what's the common denominator exactly? 19. She doesn't have consistent enemies from her past. Here's a psychological truth most men overlook. When every ex, every former friend, every family member, and every in-law is always the toxic one, that's not a coincidence. That's a pattern. A mature woman recognizes her part in failure. She can explain past relationships without poisoning the air with bitterness. If her history is a battlefield and she's the hero in every story, run. The healthiest people take self-responsibility. 20. She knows exactly what she wants. A single mom who has done the internal work knows her standards, her values, her deal breakers, her parenting style, her boundaries. She doesn't chase chaos. She chooses direction. She doesn't figure it out as she goes. She's intentional, purposeful, decisive, and if she's choosing you, it's because you align with her vision, not because she fears loneliness. Does she want you because she values you or because she's terrified to be alone? Your answer determines your emotional future. 21. She knows the difference between a partner and a babysitter. Healthy single. Moms do not dump their kids on a new boyfriend, expect you to sacrifice your identity, force immediate attachment, hand you parenting responsibilities prematurely. A great single mom manages her household. She invites you into the village gradually, respectfully, and appropriately. 22. She encourages your masculine role without competing with you. This point is massive. Some women compete with their partner emotionally. They want to lead, decide, control, command. But a healthy woman allows you to lead in your strengths, protect without apology, provide structure, guide gently. She doesn't try to replace your masculinity with hers. In healthy polarity, masculine structure plus feminine nurture, stability. 23. She maintains a calm, grounded home. Environment chaos is contagious. If her home is loud, frantic, explosive, and emotionally unpredictable, it wears down your nervous system. But when she speaks calmly, disciplines fairly, comforts, gently, communicates clearly, you will feel the difference. Healthy homes feel peaceful, and peace is addictive. 24. She doesn't introduce you to her kids immediately. This is one of the biggest green flags. A responsible woman protects her children's emotional attachments. She understands. Kids bond quickly. Breakups hurt them too. Trust must be earned. If she introduces every date instantly, that's reckless. If she waits until trust is built, values are aligned, stability is demonstrated, that's wisdom. 25. She displays gentle, nurturing motherhood. This one matters more than aesthetics, status, or social media. Watch. How does she comfort a crying child? How does she discipline without cruelty? How does she argue respectfully? A woman's mothering style reveals her empathy, tenderness, patience, emotional IQ, and yes, those qualities spill into romantic connection. Ask yourself this: do you want to be loved by a woman who can only love part-time or a woman who loves with warmth, patience, and emotional stability? The answer matters. 26. Her household runs smoothly, even under stress. Pay close attention. Is the house filthy, chronically disorganized, full of screaming and tension? Or does she delegate chores to kids, manage schedules, keep a livable environment, maintain routines? Even if she's busy, tired, or working full-time, a woman who can run a household is demonstrating leadership, not to control you, but to build a home. 27. She knows how to solve problems without drama. Healthy women talk solutions, avoid blame, ask questions, seek understanding. Toxic women escalate, scream, threaten, punish. Quiet problem solvers make exceptional partners because life will punch both of you eventually. And during storms, you don't need someone screaming about rain. You need someone finding umbrellas. 28. She doesn't weaponize her children against you. This is dark psychology territory. Unhealthy single moms will use kids to manipulate emotional loyalty, punish you by blocking access, reward you by allowing connection, turn children against the father. A good mother never burdens a child with adult emotions. Children are not leverage ever. 29. She understands the importance of male role models. Even if the biological father is absent, she encourages grandfathers, uncles, coaches, mentors. She doesn't isolate children from masculinity. She respects the balance. A 30. She wants you to feel like you belong, not like a visitor. A powerful sign. She creates small rituals around you. Your chair at the table, space for your things, shared responsibilities. Belonging is a psychological anchor. A woman who creates space for you isn't just dating you, she's integrating you. Chapter. Here's the brutal truth most men refuse to accept. When you date a single mom, you are not just dating her. You are dating a system, a micro world she built from survival, love, and sacrifice. If she welcomes you into that world carefully, slowly, respectfully, that is a rare kind of maturity. 31. She doesn't let her kids run the relationship. This is subtle but crucial. In healthy homes, adults lead, children follow. A single mom worth dating understands that giving kids unlimited power creates entitlement, manipulation, relationship sabotage. She teaches her children respectful boundaries. Kids should feel loved but not crowned. 32. She protects your reputation in front of the kids. Pay attention here. If she allows her kids to mock you, ignore you, or disrespect you, she is showing you she won't protect you, she won't stand with you, and you'll always be second-ass. A healthy woman teaches her children, this man matters. We treat him with respect, not because you're perfect, but because unity prevents chaos. 33. She doesn't demand you replace the father immediately. This is a psychological trap many men fall into. A good single mom sets slow expectations, doesn't force daddy titles, builds trust before roles. She lets the child adjust naturally. Forced attachment leads to emotional damage down the road. 34. She's capable of accountability. Watch how she speaks about mistakes. Does she blame, deflect, justify, victimize, or does she say, I was wrong? I should improve. I'll correct this. Accountability is a life skill, and unfortunately, a rare one. A woman who owns her mistakes is safe to love. 35. She teaches gratitude. Listen closely. If her kids complain constantly, never say thank you, demand everything, show zero appreciation, then she's rewarding entitlement. But if she teaches gratitude, you're witnessing powerful emotional intelligence. Grateful kids mean thoughtful parenting, healthy perspectives, appreciation for effort, and that mindset shapes everything. 36. She doesn't use her kids to test you. Some women will force quick introductions, watch you babysit, push emotional bonding, use children as loyalty traps. A wise mother doesn't test men with her kids. She protects their hearts first, not her curiosity. 37. She separates romantic conflict from parenting. This is huge. Healthy women don't argue in front of the kids. Don't bring children into adult disagreements. Don't punish you through parenting decisions. She understands adult conflict should remain adult. That's emotional maturity. 38. She doesn't expect you to fix her past trauma. A lot of single moms are survivors. They carry betrayal wounds, abandonment scars, financial trauma, emotional exhaustion. But the difference between mature and toxic single moms. A mature woman works on her trauma herself. She doesn't say, you have to fix what he broke. She says, I'm healing with or without someone. That is a queen. Pause and ask yourself this. Do you want to be a partner or a therapist? Your nervous system already knows the answer. 39. She doesn't rush you into a parental role. A good single mom lets roles evolve naturally. She knows trust must be earned. Authority grows slowly. Emotional bonds take time. She doesn't throw you into instant responsibility. She lets your connection with the children form authentically. 40. She doesn't weaponize guilt. This one is dangerous. Some single moms use guilt, obligation, manipulation, emotional blackmail to control relationships. Healthy women communicate their needs honestly. They say, I'd appreciate your help. Can we talk about this? How can we solve this? They don't punish you for having your own life. 41. She doesn't just want a father for her kids, she wants a partner. This difference changes everything. Unhealthy women want a wallet, a babysitter, a replacement parent, emotional validation, instant security. Healthy single moms want partnership, connection, mutual growth, teamwork, shared values. They aren't looking for a man because they have kids. They're looking for a man because they deserve companionship too. 42. She doesn't emotionally depend on her children, one of the darkest psychological red flags. When a mother makes her child her emotional husband, she vents to them. She trauma dumps. She uses their affection to fill romantic voids. This damages the child. It warps identity. It destroys future relationships. Healthy moms protect their children from adult emotional burdens. 43. She has a growth mindset. This is rare but beautiful. Does she read books, listen to podcasts, go to therapy, learn parenting strategies, improve communication, self-reflect? Or does she stay stuck blaming the world? A growth mindset creates stronger relationships, better parenting outcomes, emotional safety, mature partnership. Men often choose the wrong woman because they confuse survival for strength. True strength isn't loud, it's consistent. Deep moral check. Before you date any single mother, ask yourself, am I willing to commit to her and the emotional ecosystem she is responsible for? Because if the answer is no, don't enter her children's story. This isn't about morality, it's about responsibility. Look for compatibility before chemistry. Close your eyes and ask, do we share values? Do we agree on discipline? Do we respect each other's dreams? Do our emotional styles match? Chemistry fades. Values decide your future. Why great single moms are rare gems. Here's the truth most men miss. A high-quality single mom has maturity from struggle, resilience from loss, emotional intelligence from parenting, loyalty from responsibility, and compassion forged through hardship. She's been forced to grow in ways many women never will. And because of that, she loves deeply, fiercely, protectively. The final green flag. If her parents are happily together, this is huge. It means she saw love modeled, witnessed conflict resolution, learned emotional attachment style, understands stability. Women mirror the relationships they were raised around. Healthy parents often produce healthy relational templates. Now, here's my question for you. Would you date a single mom if she met the criteria you just heard, or is that still a boundary for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your take. So listen, dating a single mom isn't easy. It requires patience, maturity, emotional intelligence, and self-awareness. But here's the twist most men never see coming. When you choose a high-value single mother, one who embodies the qualities we just explored, you're not just choosing a woman, you're choosing a leader, a healer, and a woman who has already learned how to love through pressure, sacrifice, and responsibility. She's strong because she had to be. She's nurturing because life demanded it. She's loyal because her children's hearts depend on stability, and that shapes a partner with extraordinary emotional depth. But before you decide, ask yourself, are you ready to share emotional space with children? Can you be patient while trust slowly forms? Can you separate personal conflict from parenting dynamics? Can you support a woman who has more to lose than you do? Because children remember everything. They watch everything. They feel deeply. This isn't a playground. This is legacy territory. If you're only looking to try something casual, walk away now because you're not just entering her heart. You're entering a child's childhood. And childhoods are fragile. Men who are meant for single moms. Understand three things. 1, security matters more than compliments. She needs consistency, not chaos. 2, leadership matters more than lust. Kids respond to structure, not ego. 3, direction matters more than drama. Families need vision, not temporary excitement. When you choose the right single mom, you're choosing fierce loyalty, authentic intimacy, emotional maturity, long-term thinking, and a partnership built on real life, not fantasy. You're choosing someone who has already proven she can sacrifice, she can endure, she can protect, she can love, and that's not something every woman can claim. But one final warning: if her life is chaos, if her children are wild, if her mentality is bitter, if her heart is closed, no amount of love will fix that. You cannot solve trauma you didn't create. Know the difference between healing with someone and being used as a bandage. And to the men who still aren't sure, let me say this gently. A woman with children doesn't need a hero. She needs a partner, someone patient, someone disciplined, someone who leads with calm masculinity. If you can be that man, the love you receive will be deeper than any shallow relationship you've ever known. Because when a good mother chooses you, she's trusting you with her most valuable treasure. And that kind of love doesn't lie. If you ever choose to step into that world, do it with intention, do it with strength, do it with respect, because homes are built on consistency, not chemistry, and families are formed through alignment, not impulse. Your turn. Tell me in the comments, would you date a single mom if she met these standards? Which green flag stands out strongest to you? Did this change your perspective even a little? Your insight might help another man watching this right now. If this video gave you clarity, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell because we drop weekly videos that decode human nature, attraction, emotional intelligence, and relationship psychology. Someone you know needs this today, so share it with a friend. This is Amelia from Dark Psychology. And remember, love is not about finding someone perfect. It's about recognizing someone proven. I'll see you in the next video.